default to Scarlet. Let's see if that works. Guys, do you got me now? Are you hearing me now? Are we good? Let me know. Okay, thanks guys. All right. Good morning. Well, it's a test, it's to make sure you're awake. That's why I'm here, to make sure you're awake. I don't know. Strange, right? Yeah, we had some technical difficulties this morning, just getting going. So appreciate it. Thanks for being patient here. And look, here's the deal, right? We want to make money. So let's go. Let's see what the numbers came out. I know PPI data dropped earlier. Let's see. Oh, no, that's 8:30. Okay, so we still have some. What was 7:30? No, it was, yeah, okay, that was right. So 0.2. Oh, yeah, PPI month over month, 0.2. Expected was 0.4. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me see. Make sure I got this up here correctly. Right there. All right. So, so PPI month over month came in way less than expected. That's core PPI, and PPI came in at 0.2%. We'll see what Meet Kevin says about that. I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not the greatest at dissecting, these. The price of finished goods, right, sold by producers, excluding food and energy. So I'm pretty sure this is an inflationary data. I know tomorrow definitely is. I know what CPI is. Producer price index is, the cost of how much it takes to make stuff. But I'm not really sure what in correlation to where we're at right now, what that actually means. So I'll figure it out. If you guys know, drop it in chat. Interested to see your take on it. But I do see that the market liked it. For whatever reason, they liked it. What's up, Frank? Good morning. What's up, David? Good morning. Trading Journey, good morning. All right, so let's take a look over at Bookmap real quick. All right. There we go. Interesting. Okay, so 2090, right at VWAP. All right, go back to the charts here. So I'm just gonna run the tail of the tape real quick. I think okay, so we filled the gap. Oh, we didn't do much overnight. Let's go ahead and put on Asia session range. Consolidation meets a little bit of manipulating the highs, manipulating the lows. We were cruising up. Price came down, grabbed Asia's low. So consolidation, manipulation. Are we distributing down today? Interesting. Very interesting. Yesterday was a day of a lot of mixed emotions, I guess, for the market in the morning, and then we decided in the afternoon to leg higher. This was called out perfectly. If you were trading with me yesterday, we got a few W's in the morning, a few W's at least one in the afternoon. Man, smash the like button if you got a win with me yesterday. That was fun. I had a good time yesterday. That was a good time. Yeah, we played the range game yesterday. Very rangy. We already had wicks on top, wicks on bottom coming into the morning session, so it was very choppy. We may have the same type of situation today. We'll have to wait and see how the market opens up here. So I'm going to consider consolidation for Asia and London. There's really the only expansion we have is a range expansion. So we're still within the high and the low here of London. So this is the high, this is the low. So right now we're kind of playing in the middle. 7:45, we may or may not get a trade before the market opens. I'm thinking we fill that wick. That is a data high. So we could go to the data high, fill this right here. But this is the range that we're in currently. That's a 15-minute range. And data high is up here. Let's see. I'll mark that out. Data high. David got a W. D. Ramsey, morning. Y'all are up early with me. Y'all are up early, man. I'm doing things differently in 2025. Kind of sporadic. I'm keeping you guys on your toes, you know? Yeah, I think I'm going to start early. We'll start earlier. If you guys like that, let me know. But I like it because I want to get my trading out of the way between 7:30 and 9. I really don't want to go past 9. If I can help it, I want to have a win before 9. That's the goal. That way I can focus on other things, creating content for you guys. Also, just living my life. David, suits you a lot? Nice. Good. It suits me a lot too, brother. Put my Superman glasses on. Yeah, it just got real. That's right, Lewis. You stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I like that. Me too, D. Ramsey. If I can help steer clear the chaos, I actually prefer it. Some liquidity up here at... Let's take a look at Bookmap. $21,100 looks like a pretty sweet spot for price right now. Kind of a weird area, and I think we're going to go fill that data wick. Let's see real quick. Let's see if there's anything above us I can see. Yeah, this resting liquidity up here at 142, 145-ish in this area. So if we do cruise up, we are, once we get extended from VWAP, you have to expect to move back a little bit. But it looks pretty probable. It looks pretty probable that we do go fill that data high. The market liked this news, right? So if it liked the news, then most likely we're going to keep cruising up. It liked it. So the reaction, like what's that knee-jerk reaction, right? I'd rather take a long from the lows. That's probably smarter, eh? All right. Robert, good morning, brother. Thanks for setting the record straight. All right, we're good to take a trade now. Robert's here. Yeah, it looks very probable that we're going to go fill those data highs. Wonder if I should just eat into that FOMO into a long here. Bookmap is looking pretty good too. The hot spots just keep opening up above us. Yeah, those data highs look really sexy for price right now. And it's only, 20 points away. I would just rather take the long at the lows. So I'd rather take a long down here. So now that we have a little bit of consolidation, a tiny bit, right? I'm going to go over to the 1 minute. Keep the 5 over here. All right, so we have a little bit of support down here. We did not fill the gap. So this is always weird when we have news. This gap right here, I'm going to mark it out. This is the entire gap. This is what we haven't filled. I'm just going to mark out what we haven't filled, okay? Because it's just too big. That's what she said. All right. Excuse me. All right, so we have a fair value gap down here. This is what we haven't filled. And a little bit of support down here. Not much to sink our teeth into, but it could be an idea to... yeah, I mean, the middle of this gap is what's sexy to me. Or the shelf. Let me mark this out. This is really tiny. I'll mark this out. This is like a little mini shelf here. Let's put it as a level. All right, then we have a range. Here's our previous 5-minute range. Now we already have the lows. I'll keep the high. So 5-minute range is broken. That's the top of the range. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. All right, head down to VWAP. $21.59. $21.60s lighten up. This could be stop orders for longs. Who knows? Let's see. This is 1 minute. Let's go back to the 1 minute. We haven't quite hit that support area though. I consider this swing, body, etc. If you guys were in our class last night, we talked about range. This is kind of getting into that example of range. Shout out in chat if you were there in the class last night. Were you there? Type hell yeah if you were at our class last night. If you weren't in the class last night, well then kick rocks. I'm kidding. Relax. We got Lewis. We got Tobez. We got Robert. We got Nils. That was good, Mike. Thank you. Awesome. Soy says, I was drunk with mates. Nice, brother. The fact that you're with us this morning says a lot. That's right, Lewis. Okay, thank you. You know what I took it as? Like great class. Like real nice. You're real classy, David. Getting drunk with your friends. Great class. D Ramsey, hell yeah. Let's go. Yeah, so we got quite a few people that joined our class last night. That was fun. That was a good time. You know, it applied, that range theory applies to so many times. Sorry guys, I have something in my chest, man. My God. Gosh, I'm an old man. Pump up the likes so I can go see a doctor, everyone. Yeah, the range theory applies to so much in trading, man. Like, you know, it's just funny because everyone tries to use one tactic. I don't know. I'm gonna have to say you need a little versatility in the belt, or you're just a stickler and you just wait, and you just gotta wait, and that's fine. That's good. That's practice. That's discipline. There's nothing wrong with that. Man, I don't know what happened. All right, so 2160 is a level. Looks like price wants to go tap right now. It's really close to us anyways, but 2160, she's tapping. Question is, do we take longs here? Do we wait? I think I'm going to wait. We'll see if this support holds up. I think she's going to want to fill a little bit of that gap. I think she's gonna I think she's gonna come down here and tap the middle of this. I'm just gonna go out there on a limb and say, yeah, we're probably gonna see her dip and fill that imbalance a little bit more. Just a wee bit more, eh? If not, then I'll miss my 10 points. All right, so now we have that range that we kind of talked about last night. It's setting up. It hasn't, we got to wait for these candles to close. If you have a problem with candles closing and getting impatient or a little antsy, then use this indicator. Plot closed candles right here, okay? Turn it on. Go over to price. Go over to the hamburger lines up here on price and turn off price. Hide it, just like that. What that does is only show me candles after they close. So maybe you have like a 1 minute, but you're 5 minutes over here, and we're going to use it. We're going to do it today. And it actually just helps. If you have both the 1 and the 5 or the 5 and the 15, whatever time frames you like, it actually helps because with time, I don't have to look at the clock. I look at the 1 minute, I know price down there. I look at the 5, I know we haven't closed yet. You know what I'm saying? This is some alpha for you in the morning here, okay? Drink your alpha juice, Mike. Troy is not here right now. I'm going to message him and tell him we're live. Everyone's asking for you. He'll be in here. I'm sure he'll be in here. Please don't get ill. My accounts need you. Dude, no. That's really, I'm flattered. That's cool. But we're going to do this together, man. You won't need me. You just need to you just need to see it for a little while, and then you'll be on your own. Trust me. You know, Troy isn't busy. Yeah, you're probably right. Actually, in the mornings, he does a lot with the kids. I think he helps take them to school and everything. Well, his wife might do that. I don't know. Because she's a teacher. I think they go to school. I think they go to the same one, or I don't know. That's a good question. But he's always doing something, man. I call him. He's like, yeah, I'm rebuilding the shed out back. Like, what do you mean by like rebuilding it? Oh, you know, I just took off all the siding and reworked the inside. Like literally rebuilt the damn thing. He told me the other day he wants to build out our he wants to build out our trading floor. So we're looking at different, dude. The place that we are looking at in Oklahoma is so ridiculous. You guys would be like, it's just ridiculous, man. The place we're looking at in Oklahoma is ridiculous. Just supercars in the garage, 2 levels. We'd have a trading floor on top. It would just be bananas. All right, if you haven't smashed the like button, let's get that going. Okay, guys. We're getting close. We're getting close here. So price came right down to the shelf. And once again, like I said, I think she's... Yeah, this is a news wick. The top probably is going to get tapped, but not before filling some of this imbalance. I'm going to put a little thingamabobber up there. We call that a target where I'm from. I might be getting sick. I don't know, boys. Well, that's 10 points off the shelf, isn't it? Yes, it is. All right, let's see here. I'm looking for 10. I'm looking for 10 points. That's what I'm looking for this morning. Let's see, I'm gonna go to the 1. I'm not ready yet, though. I'm not in yet. I think we come down to the middle. Yeah, I think we might go all the way down to the bottom. This might be a little fake out breakout. You know what I'm saying? The move actually might be down. This might be manipulation. I wish I was looking at Bookmap when this dropped. I can't tell you. All I know is that it grabbed the highs. Look at that. Look at the manipulation of the highs. I mean, there you go. That's the initial direction of the market. Market said, okay, we want to go up. But a lot of times you see manipulation. So that would have been easy for, market makers to pump that. There's 0 orders in the order book when news drops. So those first orders that hit, that's why price moves the way it does. The order book gets cleared out right before news. So it comes up here, manipulates the highs. And then what? Now we have essentially no. Was there any bottom wick? Yeah, there's a tiny bottom wick. Not too much. Boy, that shelf was perfect, wasn't it? I feel like I should have just set up for the 10-pointer on there. Just get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off. What a freaking wick entry that would have been. Did anyone take that? Let me know in chat if you took it. Damn. Missed that trade. I missed that opportunity. Let me know if you guys took that trade, if anyone in here was brave enough. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The idea is there. You don't need me. I should have just done it. I should have done it. A place like the David. You mean, I don't know if is it Patrick? I thought it was Patrick. Patrick Wayland. A place like one. Let me tell you, the place that we're looking at would make him look broke. I'm dead ass serious. It's that dope. I mean, it's retarded, dude. The place that we're looking at is just dumb. I could show you. Troy said, I thought it was 8:30. Oh, dude, I switched it up, bro. I switched it up. That's funny. Okay, hold on. Let me just respond to Troy real quick. I thought it was 8:30. What the hell? Yeah, Patrick. So let me show you. Look, just like a real brief thing here. It's not. We're not gonna do it, but this is this is the concept. It's just super sick, man. The space is honestly Patrick's space. It's dope. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like a multi-million-dollar space. There's no. I mean, that's a pretty inexpensive office with it's a garage. He opens the, you know what I mean? Like, it's a garage. It doesn't really look that expensive. I can't find the video. The place that we would be looking at, I mean, is just ridiculous. It's on another level. We would be somewhat let me see here. We'd be stretching it. It's in Oklahoma. And we have to build up to that level. I was telling them we got to grow into it, man. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. You know, like, hold on, I'll rewind it real quick. You see how there's an upper level? Like, just sick. Like, I'm talking next level stuff. Like, sick. This is the rendering. Like, madness. And we have a room with, like, traders in it. Overlooking the supercars down below. Yeah. So, anyways, it would be next level. It would be absolutely sick. We're just not there yet. We'll grow into it. I need some more likes, man. I need some more likes. Yeah, I mean, like, his office is cool, dude. Like, Patrick's cool, man. Like, I actually like Patrick. I think he's he's a little obnoxious, but we have to be sometimes. So am I. You know what they say? They say you don't like you don't like. Typically, people don't like other people's traits because it's the same traits they have. Think about it. That is a lot of reasons why. There's a lot of reasons why when somebody says, "Oh, I don't like that person," because they're too obnoxious, and you're like, you're obnoxious, bro. So, you know, smash the like button if you resonate with that, because it's just fact. It's just true. Why are we okay? How does Troy trade? Blindfolded and upside down. Troy trades blindfolded and upside down. He's Troy is a phenomenal trader. He's literally one of the best. Literally. I would be scared to go up against Troy toe to toe saying, how much profit can you earn in a week? I would be scared. It would actually scare me. I'd be nervous. I would be nervous because the capabilities are beyond what you guys even see. The capabilities are beyond the settings. Okay. So, okay, hold on, guys. Talking to Troy right now. Actually, he's gonna pop in. He's popping his head in. You know what I'm saying? Stop talking about him. Don't tell him I said I'm scared. Don't tell him I said that. He doesn't need a bigger head. He already has. Troy does not have a big head at all. If you know Troy, you're laughing at this right now. Okay, hold on. What's going on, brother? Welcome, Troy.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. What's the news?
Not a lot.
We were just talking about the new space that we were talking about. We're gonna level up to it, but how it would make Patrick Whalen's space make him look broke. It's a joke, man. The guy's got like 5 supercars. I mean, so he obviously has money, but no, we want to build up to a cool space like that. Like that would be dope. That would be like the ultimate like goal, I think, for most traders. So it's like, what's the next level? I don't know.
I think there are a lot of traders who maybe make money or get to that point where, they have a lot of freedom and then they kind of let their ego take over. And in my opinion, that's what, I think Patrick seems to be a pretty cool guy, I guess, but I wouldn't let my kids watch him, and I dang sure don't want to hang out with him a lot, because you hang out with people that act that way, you're going to turn into them. And he's kind of a dick, He's a cock, actually. He's got a big giant cock on his building too, to let everybody know that he's a cock. So right. I want to be that guy that's kind of in that same position, but it's somebody that you would let your kids watch, right? Like a real genuine person that's trying to do good, right? Like a pro. So anyway, that's kind of my dream.
Hey, drop Patrick off in the woods and see if he can survive. Drop him out there.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about me. I'm not included. Remember, I have a partner that got me and Patrick. We drop us off in the woods, we gonna die. Okay, that's just it. But you drop Troy off in the woods, see what happens. He gonna come back with a damn bear skin, wearing a bear on his back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, man. It's you're actually a badass, is what I'm trying to get at. Like, a lot of people talk about being a badass. You're actually a badass. Like, the stuff that you can do just from survival alone, the stuff that you've been through and incurred, the pain, that it takes to actually survive in 0-degree weather with a tent out in the freaking woods. Just that alone, bro. It speaks volumes to like your character, the discipline, who you are. You're the badass, not some guy running his mouth with a cock on the side of his building with no morals, or seems to have less morals, right? And I think that speaks volumes. I think it's bad. I think that's actually badass.
It's like playing the line, everybody knows sex sells, so create that sex appeal to get more people. Like, I get what he's doing. He's like riding the line to get more followers and to make more money and do all this yada yada yada. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I want to be kind of like, I'm a Christian. I've got 3 daughters. I'm not going to hop on a channel and just start cutting people down in the chat all the time, cutting people down in the chat to make myself feel better about myself, because I've got some issues that, daddy issues or something. I'm just not going to be that way, and I want to be a part of something that's like, that other people can look up to and maybe want to become more like, right? Instead of falling into that trap of money, fame, and sex, drugs, partying, all that stuff. I'm not saying he does all that stuff. I understand he's a marketer and he's doing that for marketing purposes, but I feel like there's got to be a way to get to that level without having to drop standards, right? So that's basically kind of
Yeah.
my thoughts on what I want to do.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's why
Yeah.
you're my. That's why we rock together, bro. You guys get it now? Maybe not. You will. But no compromising, man, on who we are. That's just all there is to it. There's just no compromising. I'm gonna look at the charts real quick, Troy. Just take a look over here. What are you seeing this morning? Anything? Okay, hold on, Troy. 1 second, brother. I had a feeling that this was gonna happen. I apologize. So, say so here. 1 second, brother. When I asked you that and I switched over, it looks like I see what's happening here. Okay, can you say something for me? Um, I don't think they can. Hold on, I don't think they can hear you. It's my fault because. Okay, say that again, brother. Say that again. I'll fix the sound here.
Where did they not hear me?
I
Like,
think the
where did
whole
that
thing. I
start?
apologize. That's my fault.
The whole theme from where?
From the top, from like the SMT, low time frame.
Oh, oh, okay, yeah. So there is a little bit of low time SMT in play. Um, the S&P, made a higher high. Check out the morning highs there, and or London highs, and the S&P or the NAS fell too. Um, so oftentimes when you see this, price will reverse. This is bearish SMT on a lower time frame. So this we could be potentially creating a high of the week because we're in. If you drop out to a daily time frame, you see we're inside of a daily gap. We're inside of what is that? Friday Friday's daily drop, that big drop that we had down. We created that big gap on a daily, and then you can see we're trading back up into it. And when you have a lower time frame SMT that's bearish inside of that, that could oftentimes give us an indication that we could be going down for the day, right? So just something I'm looking at. Gotta wait until open to see if that holds. So, if, like we've got roughly 10 minutes before we open. And if we start cruising down and, like the one strat for life model plays out, then, we could be looking for shorts to go lower.
Awesome, dude.
So,
Awesome.
yep.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. There's a lot going on with the channel now. I've repositioned everything, and so I'm not the best tech guy, so I've learned how to do this stuff, and so I just want to make sure that you guys can hear him. Appreciate it. Thanks, Troy, for repeating all of that. My bad. Yeah, so manipulating these highs. I have a little target up here. This is kind of what I was waiting for. I did have a shelf that got tapped perfectly. I mean, I was seconds away from this. Would have been the most sick entry right here. Nice little wick entry, but I didn't take it. And it happens. I let it pass. But it's also because we have imbalance below us that just hasn't been filled. So my thought was, if I take this entire gap, we did hit halfway. We did hit the halfway point of the entire gap. the news gap basically. Yeah, I mean, pretty much that's what, correlated with that shelf. But we still have a gap below that was not filled. So I just kind of put that in here. And yeah, I was thinking that maybe, maybe the half of that gap gets filled. But the top of this news wick is just, I mean, we're building a little trend line liquidity too. If this holds, we'll see. Market's going to open here in 10 minutes and kind of ruin everything. But this trend line on the top could be forming. I mean, we have 2 points, right? And that's all you need to start a trend line. So this is the third point. So a little dynamic trend line. If that breaks to the highs, you could be looking at a bull flag scenario. Because I mean, you got 2 points down here too, right? So that's a little channel that price is in right now. It's temporary. It's a 1 minute chart. So, take it with a grain of salt. But that's what we got right now. Here's a 5 minute chart. I kind of like that better. You like the number 2 best trader on YouTube?
I haven't even gone to YouTube yet to see what we look like or what you've done.
We look totally different, dude. It's wild. Yeah. It's AI. We looked completely different. It's weird.
Okay, I'm looking at it now. Number 2 best day trader. I like it. My idea.
That was your idea, yes. It was. Yeah, kind of funny.
I could definitely see myself because like my myself that I don't really want to be, but it's really fun being that guy. I could definitely see us get the entire time, like
100%. Yeah,
being very very crude.
Right.
Right. Yeah. I mean, trust me, I am probably the crudest guys you've ever met. Like that's my old my old self.
It's like your old MO.
yeah,
right.
My old MO. But I can't let that out very often because I've got 3 daughters and a wife that are like always looking over me. And big guy, the big guy
upstairs, big guy upstairs, yeah. That kind of matters, Maybe a little bit more than most people think.
But I've got a guys trip this weekend, going out with some of my boys, a lot of jiu-jitsu guys, and we're camping out in the woods, and it's like a 2-day kind of deal. So some of that old self might come out. That's why we don't allow any cameras, any videos.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood.
It'll be fun though.
Yeah, that's cool. You got to let loose sometimes. It's only natural.
Yeah, I don't roll anymore. Pretty much every time I start rolling, I hurt my shoulder. But I did for a while, and I'm still friends with all those guys that are pretty much their bodies are wrecked.
Right.
every single one of them.
Right. Yeah, jiu-jitsu's tough, man. Jiu-jitsu is tough. I know Joe Rogan talks about how it's his shoulders messed up a little, and he's doing all these strength workouts to get back. But I mean, he looks great for his age. But yeah,
once you tweak your shoulder, you're just out. You're out for like 6 months. When you hit 40 years old, you tweak your shoulder, you're just out, and it's just like a bummer because then it's like, I'm gonna get back in it, and then the first weekend somebody tweaks your shoulder again, and you're like, man, is this even worth it or not?
Stuart said, I didn't know you rolled.
Yeah. Yeah, I would hate to get kicked by one of those guys. That's why it's best just to be friends with them all. And just be on that side.
When I go over to Bookmap, can you guys hear Troy? Can you say something, Troy?
Yes.
You should be able to hear.
So.
I think I fixed that issue. Just let me know. Let me know, chat.
Cool.
I think we're good across the board now. All right, we're good. Cool. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Stuart, where you at? You want to hop in here with us? Click the link I sent you last time, if you still got it. If you need a new one, I can send it to you. Hop on, man. I'll make room for you. Who wants to see Stuart join us? Type yes in chat if Stuart should join us. No pressure, Stuart. He's like, I didn't do my hair this morning.
I think it would look a little more professional if I was talking or something, I took the position of where your face is, like where it's like I'm not overlaid on top of you.
I think that would look dope.
That would look better.
I know. I just don't know how to. I can't make that happen right now.
You need what you need is you have to have like a switch box.
I do need a switch box. Yeah. I have something like I could make you go full screen. There you are. Look at that. Look at that sexy guy. I could split us. I could make you a full. Pale. That's your camera. That has nothing to do with me.
I think I haven't turned my camera on in a while.
It looks good. It looks very natural. Or this is my other screen. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
You kind of look like you just got back from
the Caribbean.
The beach.
The Caribbean.
Or something, yeah.
I did. Yeah. It's those yellow tones in my room. I got all these yellow lights and stuff. It's lighting. You have natural lighting from the window right in front of you. That's why.
Yeah.
All right, we got 3 minutes to open. We're breaking up. Troy, we're breaking up. Sorry.
Yeah, but the SMT is still there. So.
Yo, look at what Stuart just said. Everyone pray for the people out in California right now. It's wild. It is wild right now. New fire starts, 140-something fires in California right now. He's delivering water to firefighters, he says. So no worries, Stuart. Love you, dog. Hope you're safe and hope that you guys are nowhere near the fires, I hope. But it sounds like you are, man. So you good out there? Keep us posted, man. So this looks like we're breaking to the upside, though. Looks like we're going to... If we can get some volume here, this would be a nice little break of this 1 minute. And it wasn't really a trend line anyways. It wasn't really anything. I put it in here for show. I'm not really looking at it. I'm going to delete the lines. I'm not really taking that serious. So it is what it is. These are sort of the only levels I have is this. I think we're going to pop down, fill some of this gap. You said we have bullish or bearish SMT, Troy? Is bullish?
Yeah, just a little bearish SMT.
Oh, bearish. Okay.
Yeah, bearish. But like I said, it's always best to wait after the open. You know, you're kind of gambling a little bit if you take a trade.
Right here is iffy. No, you don't want to do that. Yeah, it's pretty iffy.
So yeah, we made a lower low. I could definitely see us going up, making a higher high, taking out that news wick, and then just slamming down like something crazy like that. But we'll see. She could just drop straight down.
Oh, I'm working on something. While we're waiting for price. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't ever second guess me. Let's go. Not the... You're like, what are you talking about? All right, hold on. Your dimensions on your camera are definitely different than mine. This is not as easy here to put you where I'm at. It's weird. I don't know why.
All right. Market's open.
All right, market's open. Here we go. We're making moves. By doing nothing, we're making moves. All right, there we go. Oh, look at that. Somebody figured it out. I had to do it. I had to just make it happen. Make these a little wider down here. Boom. All right, say something, Troy. You're in the spotlight.
Check.
Yeah, you're in the spotlight.
All right, sweet.
All right, there we go.
There we go.
Which one? Which one's it going to be? Which one? You pick. Okay, so here comes that support level we've been looking at. The shelf. See if that actually holds up. I'm looking for price to probably dip past it. I'm looking for this 5-minute shelf to basically cruise down, fill this imbalance. Now I might be interested in taking a long, but I'm not seeing anything structure wise just yet. So the second thing that I'm looking at is the 15-minute range. So we'll cruise over to the 15-minute. This has not been set up. We don't have a 15-minute range just yet, obviously, because it hasn't been 15 minutes. But as soon as we create that first 15-minute range, as soon as that happens, I'm going to be looking at the next 5-minute candle. I think price could push down into the rest of this gap, filling this gap. I'll put a little horizontal line right here. We will see. This prior shelf is just being respected, man. This is like a 15-minute. It's not really a shelf though, because we don't have 3 candles. So it's really just a 5-minute. It's not even a 15. I was just trying to see what's it pushing into. And it's really nothing. I mean, it's a little swing point over to the left. That's it. Got some kind of resting static on your end, by the way. It's a little hissing. I don't know if that's just the mic or what. It's fine when you talk, but rumors now per Bloomberg suggest that tariffs that increase 2 to 5% per month, which is a gradual move, could prolong inflation. But may have less long-term impact. This could even align with a flat, broad tariff against all. Interesting. Southwest Airlines pausing most summer internships and corporate hirings. Okay. $2025 could be the year of cutting. Though maybe this is just what January feels like. Who knows? Okay. Now, PPI is a leading indicator for CPI. So today, we were under expectations. So it was lower the market's going to most likely rally for the day and go up, or at least end up. Okay, so overnight session, you can see, where's the midnight open here? Are we under midnight open? Where are we? Midnight.
We're just above it.
Yeah, so, I would expect if we can hold above or even break this 5-minute range, I'm going to play the range game today. I'm going to play the 15-minute breakout range game today. So we're going to see if we end a little stronger, closing above that first 15-minute range, then I'm going to go long. And that's my move for the day. This is a 15-minute candle. So the bottom of this range is going to be down here. We'll see where the top is. If you're ready to play the game with me, smash the like button. You know what to do. Let's get this algorithm going. The most underrated YouTube channel on YouTube. It's all in my own head, of course. But yeah, I mean, markets want to go bullish. Let's look at Bitcoin real quick. Look at BTC over here. Actually, let me go to this other chart where I have, look at BTC leading the way here, up at 96, breaking higher, plenty of room to go, lots of imbalance to fill, nice big fair value gap on the 4-hour above us. So I could see BTC going long for the day. This here, this was an idea that didn't play out. I'll delete this. We never dipped below that level. We rallied, went up to 102 actually. We came down. You can see I have targets below for Bitcoin. And why is that? Well, there was a bearish divergence forever. Bitcoin ended up pulling back, just nowhere close to where the divergence is suggesting. We should be down at about 75,000. But in a bull market, that can happen because news and sentiment trumps chart and, what you think the chart is saying. It trumps that. And so here we are, 6 days away from January 20th. Does the market rally again when Trump takes office? A lot of people suspect yes, it will. We have to have data behind it. You could go back and look at all the previous elections. We have to have data behind it. The data isn't bad. Today is a low. So if today was under, tomorrow might be under. Good CPI numbers. So yeah, I'm looking for potentially a second wave jump up today. Look at the volatility index. The volatility index, again, with the volume, let me go down to a 5-minute. The overnight session suggests that the 5-minute volatility index on the 5-minute chart, basically we should go down and take out the lows. So if the volatility index is going to drop down below these lows, then that's good. That's good for the markets. The markets are going to see a rally. So we should be going up. And that aligns with taking out this data wick to the highs. Let's check out Bookmap real quick. Yeah, we're hot above us. So it looks like we're going up. 25 would be the next stop. Nice little push here. All right. I'm just getting prepared on my side. $840. It's looking hot up to those 21, 125 levels. So it looks like the next stop. Let's see here. Put this open. Make sure trade bait looks good. Yep, you guys can see. I'll put on a trade. I might have to resize it in a minute, but at least you can see what's going on. I know the sizing is a little funny here, so sorry about that, but at least you'll be able to see what's going on, okay? So we'll get to the other stuff later. I'm not gonna mess around with that right now. I ain't got time for that, dog. Just hopping back over the book map, want to see. Yeah, this levels up here, 125 looks hot. Above 125, we definitely have resting at 150. This level up here that I'm looking at is 140. So it's really not that far away. I think we could jump up there very quickly, take out that data wick. But you got to account for if we're looking for 10 points, oh boy, that's going to be tight, right? So if I'm looking to go long, at least to the data wick, what do we got? 25 points to the data wick. And this is also a lot of liquidity up here, so that could act as resistance as well. Right, so this could act as resistance as well. This whole area could be a resistance zone. And right now, we have to treat it as such. It did bounce, has one wick, has two wicks. I would not be surprised if we get a little bounce from this zone. I'm going to put it as a resistance level for now. But I do think it's very probable that we take out this data wick. 16 points away from it now. Highly likely, very much highly likely that we take it out. Oh, I get those. So that data wick is the target for right now, guys. Just letting you know. A data wick is definitely my target right now. And it's looking highly probable. I'm going to put an arrow to it. It is going there. So you know when you see this arrow, figure it out. That's my confidence level is extremely high when I put the arrow. All right. Now, we may go manipulate lower first. I don't know, but that's where I think we're going. So if you could average in positions if you want to. I'm going to go ahead and put this up here. It's about 50 points away. So figure out where your stop would want to be on this 1 minute time frame. We do have a shelf, so putting it right down below this shelf could be an interesting part or place. This would be your support level now on this 1 minute. It's not fantastic support, but it's there. That's what we have. All right, 1 minute away for this 15-minute candle to close. We'll see if we end higher and then push. That's what I'm looking for. Go over to book map. Nothing's really changed. Same scenario. Rest and liquidity up here at that 48.50 level. Really like the 42s are looking sexy. 44. But I imagine if we get there, there'll probably be some liquidity that opens up above us. Lots of buying down here. Big green bubbles. We do have a little bit of selling happening right now, but this is micro. Remember, very micro. So right now, bouncing off this support level, this shelf. Let's see if this holds. Go to the 5 minute here. Bring this in a little bit. So that little support level on the 5 is a little thicker than the 1. Obviously, taking it from the bodies, it would be sort of like this. This would be that, really like a shelf in here. So let's see where this, 45 seconds to go for the 1 minute. The market wants to push up, but it may need liquidity from below first. So that's why I'm just sort of saying, you know what, be careful here. But at the same time, I am very confident we go take out that data high. So that's why I believe price is going. Why is that not showing data? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let me go middle, center. I like the blue colors. I've changed everything recently to these blue colors. I like them. Oh, that's text. Text can be white. The blue. Okay. All right, so price pushing down, grabbing a little bit more. Remember, I have like a 30-point soft stop in my head. So you do what you want to do on your account, but this is sort of for me. I'm looking at it like, all right, well, if she pushes down, depending on whether you're trading your prop, your cash account, whatever you're doing, you could dollar cost average in, you could wait, whatever you want to do here. But I'm sort of just chilling, waiting for particular levels. If I want a dollar cost average in, I can do that. The lows here. Here's some lows. And this could be an interesting area to potentially add. I'm giving the idea, I'm not saying you should do it. Remember, everything I say is non-financial advice, just to make sure everyone's on the same page. This is just ideas, entertainment purposes. I'm not a professional trader. I'm just looking at ideas. That's it. So soft stop, hard stop, you'd be okay. Let's wait and see. Maybe take a long from the shelf here. Hard stop, you'd be, obviously it's up to you, but that would be a tough one. I'm looking to take those data highs. I'm very confident. That's why I have the arrow. So I'm being very clear. You go in at your own risk wherever you want to go in. These are just ideas. Once again. So you're gonna have to deal with some pain if you want to trade with the big boys. That's just what it is. You're gonna have to deal with some pain, man. I ain't got no pain management either. You know what I'm saying? If we can get above this shelf and respect it, we got 50 seconds on the 5. So if we can get above this shelf and respect it, we now have that 15-minute range. I'm gonna go over here to the 15. That 15-minute range is lined out. I'm going to get rid of this and just go with the 15-minute range right here. Okay, so we're still within that 15-minute range. And I just want to be clear. I'm going to turn these, I don't know, a different color. Let's go with orange. Orange, you're going to be in the 15-minute range today. There we go, 15-minute. That's a 15-minute range right there. So when we drop down to a 5 or a lower time frame, we'll be real clear. We can see it real clear. 4 seconds to go, real choppy. Trying to close above that support line. You see that little jump, the 5-minute. Opening sort of low. Opening low, creating the bottom wick. No problem there. I like bottom wicks first, especially in this scenario. If we're going to pump higher, I like those bottom wicks first. Rocket, I'll get to you. Can you provide a link to the last day of the challenge? You want to see the replay of the last day, right? So I have the replay. Yes, I can send that to you. No problem. Expect it to reverse short the top. I don't know if it's going to reverse at the top. I actually expect it to, break out and go long today. That's my bias based off of news, based off of the initial reaction of the market. But that doesn't mean that we don't go down and grab first. That's just how it works, right? So, and I'm going off these 5-minute candles to sort of lead the way. Let's see. Hell yeah, Stuart. Okay, let's see what's going on with Stuart. Okay, same. I've been itching to get back in. Yes. Yes. Right on. Oh, got you. That's from what we were talking about earlier. Okay, cool.
It's very choppy. I don't like it.
I love it. I don't like it. I love it. I love the chop. Chop suey, baby. I love it. Give me more of it. Give me more of that chop. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. The market's trying to figure out whether she likes it or not.
Yeah, our S&T is still holding. But we're coming into a new week opening gap, new day. That's going to be something that might make price go back up.
Yeah, we have a lot of resting liquidity up there at that 42 level still. I'm zoomed out on Bookmap, just not seeing very much here. Down at 999 is another spot. So 999 down here, if you wanted to wait, that might be where the market wants to go. A little bit deeper. That quote, look at that. That is like right on my little circle. So maybe that's where she goes. I'm going to leave this here. Just that is the support level that we have currently. So lots of selling, big sellers in this area. And price pushing those lows now, really aggressively pushing the lows. Very aggressive. Here goes. Past that 9.9. Right there is the 9.9 level. So does she want all of it? Does she want all the smoke? I don't know. But that is that 9.9 level right there. Let's see if price wants to move through it. So I'm going to put another, just so we have it. This is another entry point. That 9.9 level. Boom. Grabbing it right there. Right. Let me move it up just a little bit. 9.9 level is going to be right there. Does she want all the smoke today? We got 3 seconds for the 5-minute candle to close. Really? Five-minute range has been broken to the downside. 5-minute range has been broken to the downside. Wow. That's really tough for me to get behind inside of this range. It's way easier to play the 5-minute, or excuse me, the 15-minute breakout when we're at the highs. Way easier. Way easier, because right now we're in between two swing points. So I can't play the range breakout to the downside in this scenario. That doesn't work for me. We're still within sight of a range. If we broke the range this morning and we're game on. But right now I can't play that game. I think we're going to be, who knows? I think we may go all the way back up. Let's just see what happens here. You're saying the bearish SMT is still, SM Tizzle is still there?
Yeah, and that's, partially why we did go down. But
right.
It after the move is done, it kind of resets, right? So
right.
The big thing I'm looking at is this, where we have like a stacked new week opening gap and new day opening gap right on top of each other. So if we break through that, I think we're going down a lot more. But it looks like it's kind of holding up right now, and just kind of bouncing off of it.
A little bit of a wick test, back up to a shelf. We are in a little bit of a weird sticky situation because we're in between two ferns, and I'll put a level right there. This is really a shelf, actually, to the downside, a shelf. So if we don't respect that, that'll be good news to go up. But if we do respect that, this could be down for at least the next 30 minutes to an hour, and that's enough for me to probably say that this idea want to reposition and, do something different here. Low positioning, if you're going to stack trades, it got to be very low positioning. So it's just something to take a look at, as you're, if you're doing this on your cash account, right, and you're stacking orders, you just got to make sure that you're good as far as positioning goes, because you can get, wipe your account out if you're not careful. And she looks like she's just bearish, man. Like she just wants to go grab lower. All right, she's pretty much filled that entire imbalance at this point. You got a little bit of ways to go, like what, a few points here. At that point, you have the lows, and the lows being grabbed and taken. That's going to be very hard to get behind a push to the upside at this point. Even though those data highs are just chilling, maybe we go grab them later. Momentum never filled its destiny either, grabbing those highs. So very hard for me to get behind a push to the downside, but the nasty Nash, she's tricky, man. How many points are we from the highs? Let's see. Only 140 points. 2 5-minute candles, you get there.
All right, so she went and retested that opening gap and basically continuing on down. Target would be the lows.
Put this little wick right here. All right, well.
Yeah, I would think like
950 level.
900 level.
Yeah, we have liquidity resting at 950 right beneath us, kind of a hot spot. Now from here, buyers could step in and push up. Boy, that opening range, tell you what, we closed right there, that opening range, and there's your, how many points up did we go? 24. We did 40 points to the downside. That opening range kind of played out. I should have just gone with it, eh? 9 o'clock candle. So maybe the market doesn't like the fact that rates might stay higher for longer. Yeah, I don't think they like that. I don't think they like it. So we have that shelf above us. It was kind of micro tapped with this 5-minute candle, a little bit of an imbalance up above. Might turn around. This is a very critical area down here, so we could see a bounce. We'll see. Was that range broken on your end, Troy? Meaning like your target is 900 now? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that would be the area that I think price would go back down or come down to. Right now, we just created almost like a 15-minute BPR to overlaying. Well, right now, it's not fully set yet, but
oh, right. I see it. Yeah.
So maybe we're coming back up to retest that break.
Yeah, that would be the shelf right here on the 15. We do have a bottom wick. So we created the bottom wick, kind of opened low, pushing higher. We'll see, man. This is going to be interesting to see what she wants to do here. Definitely interesting because you do have resting liquidity on Bookmap down below, right at those levels that we like. It's very close to say if we can get above the 2100, 2133, basically filling this little gap right here that you see, I think we have a chance of actually going all the way up. But it obviously looks bleak right now, given that the 15-minute range was broken to the downside. So I have to say that the odds are kind of more stacked against us. Now, it could be a V-shape, and we're within a range, so that's why I didn't take the trade. But if I were stacking, that would be it. These two orders would be one now. I'd probably get rid of them. Keep one. You'd be in profit on both of these orders. I'd probably close this one out. Close my best out, which would reduce my entry. But I'm going to leave them up there. You guys do what you want, obviously. But if you're making up for, being down in your account by stacking, you have to deleverage, properly, smartly. So, although, and look, at a certain point, you have to ask yourself what kind of risk you put on and what kind of risk you're going to tolerate, right? That's very important. So have a number in mind and don't go past that number. If you do go past that number, you're sort of just, you're kind of breaking your rules at that point, So this is a shelf. This is kind of that moment where price has got a decision to make. If she can push up here and not care about it, have a chance to go to the highs. But if she does care about it and the market looks at this as sort of a resistance point, in my opinion, we could be headed right down here. So we have to wait. We got 10 minutes to go on this 15-minute. It's 10 minutes is a hell of a long time, especially if you're scalping. So 5-minute time frame. That's where I'm going to keep it at. We got VWAP above us at 2150, essentially. 2155 to be exact. So 2155 is up here. So if that gives you an idea, this could be where price maybe wants to go test VWAP. That's right here. So she may want to go test that, and that could just be a wick, right? So we could test it. If we blow through VWAP to the upside, then obviously that we're gaining ground, and we could potentially go up. Here's 15-minute chart. You guys doing all right? Chat has been quiet, man. Tobez says FEG almost taken. Yeah, these opening guys, when you have all of this really the first hour of the market is just, it's, very little is going to be respected in the way that you think it will, right? So that's why it's very dangerous to take trades right off the open or think that you got it figured out, 30 minutes into it. That's tough. That's a tough thing to do. Still looking okay. I mean, it's like I said, if you're in these two, this is where you deleverage. It's that simple. 55 is up here. This is where I think market is probably going to test VWAP. It's still there, still hot above us, looking like she wants to push, actually. Maybe even through VWAP. And in that case, then we'd be going up. But buyers are stepping in here, just not super aggressive in the way that I would really like to see it. But it is pushing. And VWAP has come down to 53 now. So 53 is VWAP. So this target gets pushed just a little down. As that MA, VWAP is just an average, a moving average. So it's just as that comes down, as price remains lower, that comes down. So right here, this is a good place to take your 2 orders here and deleverage. If you're in profit, type W in chat. If you're in profit right now, love seeing that. These are just ideas that I'm putting up here. You don't have to take them. You don't have to take partake, as they say. Not financial advice. This is just what I'm thinking and doing. So there's VWAP, testing VWAP right now. So we're either going to get a push through or not. Market looks like she wants to go. Okay, I'm going to be honest. She looks like she wants to go up. But boy, we got a ways to go to the highs, guys. This is 80 points, 90 points. It's really not that far, but that's VWAP. That's the place where you got to say, okay, man, like I'm either gonna, for me, if I were in profit, like if I had these 2 trades down here and I was in profit, I would deleverage, have an average position, hold a very tiny amount, and make it to where this is a winning trade no matter what. Because you should be in profit if you took these 2 trades and averaged in. And then you deleverage, you hold, 1 position, take profit on 2. Your average should be down here, and you can hold to see if by chance this sucker pushes. That's it, man. Simple as that. And it looks like she wants to. So that's cool. And we'll see. Chat, how you guys feeling? Lewis gives a W sign.
I'll be right back.
Does that stand for West Side? All right, brother. What does that stand for, Lewis? West Side? West Side Story? She remind me of a West Side Story. We going and taking that data wick? What do you guys think? Huh? What are you guys thinking? I got the arrow up there. Oh man, I'm kind of nervous. I got the arrow. What do you think? This looks so choppy. I'm not gonna lie. Super suspect. Super suspect. I'm gonna start putting the stats on the stream though, because evidently, when you put stats of your wins and your losses, and they're really good stats, then people like care. I don't know. It's people look at it and they go, "Oh wow, okay, these are good stats. I should watch this channel." Is that a thing? I guess people care about that. Obviously, I mean they got to know. Most wins on the stream in a row, like stupid stats that I'm seeing from other people, but I'm not gonna bash. It is what it is. I'm going to put stats. I've just decided. I'm the number 2 best day trader on YouTube. I need stats. What do you guys think? You guys know where I got that from? If you know where I got that from, type it in chat. Why do I have number 2 best day trader on YouTube? Other than the fact that Troy is number 1. That's number 1. All right, this looks like it's going to push to the highs here. Let's see. Bookmap has liquidity resting. We're right at VWAP, so we're deciding whether or not we're going to stay above VWAP or not. We do have liquidity down here at the 139s. So 39, right at the shelf. We're above the shelf now. We disrespected the shelf. We really don't care about the shelf. So this is a good sign that market's going to push. I'm going to clean up the chart a little bit. Some of the stuff we really don't need. Again, in the back of my mind, we broke to the downside on that 5-minute, which is just, it hurts because we're within the range. So had I taken the short, I would have panned out a little bit and got my little 10 points, right? But I decided not to do that, and so here we are. As she continues to push, now you're in profit on all 3 trades. Congratulations, everyone. That's a massive W if you were able to hold through the pain a little bit there. I know that there's some choppiness. I know that even I question trades, but we have a plan. We stick to it, and that's it, man. That's what we have to do, right? So big shout out to everyone in chat that took action and did that. I'm not gonna be here, telling you told you so or anything like that. Because that was very iffy anyways. Let's push to these highs, eh? Okay, so push a little bit more. Come on. Let me see that push just a little bit more. I got to share this other screen real quick. I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it soon if I can maneuver here. Come on, man. Why is that not working? Okay. Come on, man. Really? Man, Trade-O-Vate is acting retarded right now. What is going on? All right, I gotta refresh. Hopefully everything just keeps going up. Jeez. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Okay. 4. Why is this not working? Come on, man. It's not allowing me to type numbers into the damn thing. All right. That's lame. Super lame. Okay. I'm gonna share my Trade-O-Vate. So as you can see, averaged in those positions. Oh, good Lord. Right as I share the screen. 400. Boy, that just knocked me down like 300 points. I don't know what's going on right there. I was just going to close out positions and then it dropped like crazy. So let's see if we can recover a little bit here. I don't know what's going on. 438 on the account. I'm probably going to just close out a little bit more here. It won't let me type numbers in. Oh, there it is. Okay, now it's letting me. Okay, cool. Damn, what's going on with that, Trade-O-Vate? So I have to close another position here. I think I just have one position on the board, which is good. This is good. So just one position, one micro contract. I believe. I cannot see the bottom. I don't know how to get the damn panel at the bottom. I'm an idiot when it comes to Trade-O-Vate, man. If anyone can walk me through that, just let me know. Like, where the hell do I find the panels for the bottom? This is so stupid. I can't stand it. I really can't stand it. Data box? Is that what I need? Damn. How do I get those panels down there? I'm an absolute idiot when it comes to Trade-O-Vate, man. I need to get better at the Trade-O-Vate charts. This is ridiculous. You can see my average position sizing way down here. Average position is way down here. Looking great on this trade. 430 something in profit. I was 700 up here, and then you just saw that massive. Somebody sold or something. I don't know what the hell it was. Take profit. Oh, it was a big sell bubble. Huge sell bubble. So I don't know. Maybe we start going down. I might want to just dip But I cannot see how many contracts I have open because I don't know how to get to the box, man. Click the plus top right and position. Plus top right? Oh, man, I don't know what that means, brother. Plus top right and position. Click the plus top right. I appreciate you trying to help me. I just don't. Is it application site? No. I'm going to let this trade rock to the highs, man. Click the plus top right and add in the black bit top left plus. Okay, hold on. Black bit top plus. Oh. Add. I just see symbols. I don't see. I'm dude, I'm an idiot. Okay. Add modules. Got it. Okay. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Okay. Nothing happened. Oh, so I drag and drop. Okay, I drag and drop. My bad. Okay. God, what the heck, man? Like I have no idea what actually happened there. Okay, good. This is good. This is good. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that. Who said that? David. Dude, thank you. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, in the middle of a trade, like I'm like, how many contracts do I have? So I have 3 contracts, not 1. Good Lord. And I'm looking really good on this trade. So I do what I say what I do. That makes no sense. I do what I say. You don't have to do what I say. I think we run these highs and keep pushing, man. Might want to hold this trade all the way to all the way up. I am cautious here. I think I'm going to sell 1 position. I'll probably sell 2. I'm going to get out of 1 right here, right before we hit those highs, because we could reverse down into this fair value gap. That's what I'm thinking we do. This is a nice trade. I should count my my blessings, eh? Full drawdown. I mean, I'm good on the trailing stop. Everything is perfect on this trade. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. This was a different style of trading. We call this DCA. I call it ladder ordering. I'm going to get out of another position. I'm going to leave 1 contract on the board. I'm taking my profit. If we keep pushing, I can handle this drawdown. If we keep pushing through this range, this becomes support. And smash the like button, guys, if you got a win today with me. Again, I show multiple strategies on this channel. It's not just about 1 tool in your tool belt, multiple strategies. We've been on a win streak, haven't really had a losing. I mean, obviously we have losses here and there, but the day, right? So if my private group trading with me in the mornings decided to go public today, decided to just put it out there to the world. I was feeling good about it. I'm glad I did. I was kind of questioning this drop. Had we broken those lows, it would have been not great, about a $700, $800 loss for me, just being honest. So that kind of, with my sizing, like I could have gone 1 contract at a time and been totally fine with probably less than $400 total drawdown, even if we broke the lows. But I did go a little more aggressive, just being honest. So, that's me. That's not, you don't have to go aggressive like that. I'm also looking at my P&L, my open position P&L, and it's $180. So I'm always thinking to myself, if price comes back down to my entry, I'm losing $180 in trailing drawdown because this is Apex. And I'm always very cautious about that when I'm in profit, right? God, I'm a little hot. I'm sweating. It's too much TMI. Anyway, so I'm showing you guys different strategies. And this is when we're in a range, when we're in between 2 ferns, when I have, my main target up here. I'll go back to the chart for a second because nothing's really happening. We might push back down to this fair value gap here. I'm going to highlight the fair value gap. I'm getting rid of this support. This support could be acting as a little bit of resistance, but it's not really on my mind right now. So I'm going to highlight the fair value gap. And let's take a look here. 5-minute FVG, where is it? Okay. So when we're in between a high and a low, we have a data wick high, very attractive, lots of liquidity up here. All right, very attractive. We also have this low, and it fills almost perfect. Look at how that filled, right? Filled the gap perfect. The whole gap was actually this entire range on a 5, this entire range. We come down more, we fill the entire gap, because why not? Lots of imbalance there, lots of orders left behind. So I'm gonna get rid of that. So as we start to, push, we end up breaking this 15 minute opening range. Let's go to the 15 minute and I'll show you the opening range that I'm looking at. So the opening range was these orange lines right here. We break that down, right? So I could see price maybe not even grabbing the highs. I'm going to throw this out there. We may not grab the highs. Maybe this does push down and this plays out. This is a very strong conviction for me when I look at that 15-minute range being broken. I'm just letting you guys know. I look at that as it's a very serious thing when it comes to the market sentiment for the rest of the day. In my opinion, like it's price is saying something when that gets broken. So I just look at it like, where are we though, right? And so here we're within these two ferns. We haven't grabbed the data high wick, which we don't have to. We can leave it behind, but there's a lot of liquidity up here. It's super sexy for price. I can see it in Bookmap. It's just lit up there. Like that is a lit up area. The whole area up there is lit up at 21,150. And you can see it on Bookmap. Let me get to Bookmap. See this highlighted streak right at 21,149? But right now, it looks like we're going to push down. 049 looks like the next level. See this? Now this could be stops under VWAP. You see how we're above VWAP? So traders putting their stops right here most likely and trying to go long. So we might see some buying. We might actually bounce right here. And so just a word to the wise, if you're going to be using, if you're going to be diving into Bookmap, you can use these highlighted bright liquidity levels as levels where price is going. You can also use these bright liquidity levels as support and resistance. So there we are, pushing down to that 40 level. You can see right now, if we can't hold the 30s, this looks like, look at the selling volume, right? Pushing into that liquidity. So now that it's grabbed, let me zoom out. Now that that's grabbed, look at what we have. So above us, below us, right? Below us, 950. I'm going to squish this down a little bit more. If we can't hold VWAP, then it's a problem, right? But look at VWAP. Look at how, like, do we really bounce off of VWAP? Not really, dude. That's why I'm like, traders that just trade VWAP, that's got to be rough. You're just getting a lot of like, stops getting hit, in my opinion. Just paper cut. And I can't stand the paper cuts. And I'm going to be honest with you. There is a big portion of me, a belief side of me, and I know not all of you agree with this, and that's fine. But it's like, once I get that bias, once I have levels where especially on a day where news already came out, there's no surprises later in the day with news, unless there is a surprise and like some attack somewhere, something horrible happens, whatever. But I'm a guy who likes to DCA. I made a lot of money ladder ordering. You guys that trade live with me, So you got to let it go when it's wrong. When the idea, like if we were to break these lows, the idea would just be off. So if we were to break these lows, I got to let it go. And that's unfortunate, right? But the idea is still intact. Like these data highs are still there. Everything is still looking okay. We're in between two ferns. We're in between a range. Okay. So for me, I'm okay with stacking some orders. Like to me, that's what market makers do. That's what hedge funds do. That's what a lot of the greatest traders in the world, you go study some of the greats, they DCA. They don't just have one trade with a tight stop. Because it is very, very hard to determine where the market's going to go on such a small time frame. The other way to do this, and this is the trade that we did yesterday, it would be very simple, right? You'd have a trade. Let's say you're going long. I got a 10 point. I'm looking for something like 10, 15 points. So today I came in here looking for 10 to 15 points. It turns into, well, you know, the range that we're in and just the story, no bottom wick on this 5 as well. So looks like we're opening high. So just as a heads up, we're opening high. We're going to come down and create a bottom wick. So be very careful here. That's what I have to assume, right? So if she's opening high, where's the bottom wick? Where's this bottom wick? Right? It's not there. So here she comes. So that's kind of a sign. When I see opening high, a lot of times I'll just get out of my position because we could be going lower, right? It's unfortunate if that happens and it just cruises up for the day, but I'm also giving back like, I only gave back like $80. Not a big deal. She's probably gonna cruise down and grab the lows now, to be honest with you. Now I'm just looking at it like, all right, she's coming down to, she's already filled that fair value gap. If we inverse this, right? If this 5-minute fair value gap turns into an IFBG, I'm out. That'll be my, and they have to make those rules, man. By the way, I mean, you have to make those rules. You have to, because you'll just be in the trade forever and not know, you just have to have some rules, right? So that's my, the way I look at it. You have to have rules. If you don't have rules, you're going to be emotional as things pan out. But look, let me just show you real quick. So 10 point, right, with the 30 point stop. Now, a lot of you guys would be like, oh, well, that's a negative R. You're right. But I'm not letting it go to 30 points. That's the whole point. Like if you're in a prop firm, you have to put on your stop loss, and they want to see like your stop loss, your take profit. I'm a guy who hates take profit levels because I like to trail price. Troy, real quick, do you typically like? I'm curious. Do you like setting take profit levels, or are you a trailer? I don't. You seem to have a lot of price targets, right?
Yeah, I don't really trail price. I don't have anything set up to trail it.
Right. So like, I mean, Troy's wildly successful, crushes it, and sets price targets. So there you have it, right? Tomato, man. There's a million ways to be successful in trading. There really is an infinite amount. But what I was saying is that this little 10-point move is like really all that, I was looking for yesterday, because we were in a different environment. You know what I mean? If that makes sense, different environment. So now because we had a range day yesterday. So here's yesterday, right? Let me go over to yesterday real quick. Look at how choppy yesterday was. Look at that. Boom, 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 right? That's chop. Even up here, boom, 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 boom. It's like a freaking chop city. Compared to today, what do you see? Now we're in a chop environment, right? So I have this trade on the board. I'm probably going to be letting go here if we push down to these, this lower first. This is my this is my last entry, I should say. So it looks like she wants to just push lower. But I mean, we'll see where it ends up. But yeah, I'm not going to sacrifice more than a couple $100 on that trailing drawdown. So anyways, my point is, now that we're in sort of chop suey, right? We didn't know that until now because we didn't have the data on, and I'm going off a 5-minute. Like if you go to the 1, everything's chop. I mean, you can look at a lot of this stuff and go, oh, we're chop up here, we're chop down here. There's a lot of, noise, we'll call it. You guys know that. But if I go to the 5, I can really see, okay, now we're kind of in chop city. So up here at these highs, if I were to go short at the highs, I'd feel pretty confident that this is going to bounce. And this is look, anyone telling you like, oh, you shouldn't bounce because of this, or you shouldn't take a trade to go short because of this, or long. Let me just make sure this is my belief. You are guessing just like everybody else, my friend. So shut up. You don't know what the hell the market's going to do. Nobody does. Okay. But I would feel more confident going short because we're in chop suey. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Something around there, something along these lines, and get just 10 points out of it. And if price continues to push and we close a 1-minute candle or even a 30-second candle above this range, guess what? I just bring this down. I get out of the trade at 13-point loss. Okay? That's it. Maybe a 17-point loss. And you might say, oh boy, that's a negative R. You're right. That's a negative R. I'm looking for 10 points. I have to have something, and I don't want a 10-point stop, because here's the other example of this. If I get this trade and we reach 10 points and she bounces quickly, guess what I can do? I can set my stop loss to break even very quickly and increase my TP level and just trail that sucker, 4 or 5 points behind price. Now it depends, and this isn't to turn into a lesson here, but like, it depends on where I'm at for the day. Doesn't this make sense? Like, it depends on where you're at for the day. Are you up for the day? Are you down for the day? Are you trying to get back to break even? Are you you know what I'm saying? So right now I'm up for the day. So if I got into that trade, doesn't it make sense that maybe I would trail price and not just take my profit, but like try to squeeze the most out of it? Because I'm already up for the day. Do you see how the dynamics of money management can change based on where you're at, right? So if you're down for the day, your goal should be to get back to break even. That's step 1, right? Step 2 is to try to reposition yourself into something that maybe makes more sense and be very patient on your next move. This is just my advice to myself, literally to myself. Like, I'm sitting here talking to whoever's watching, but it's to myself. Be patient on your second trade if you're down for the day. So these were average positions. If you took these positions with me, then you have profit. I mean, you can see I'm still in profit on Trade Avail. I'll put it up here. I'm still in, right? My entry is down here. I told you guys, probably not going to risk too much more, giving back too much more, but this was really nice. This worked out. It didn't have to work out, but it worked out. And that's my first trade of the day. So now that I'm up, it's like, okay, well, if I'm going to trade again, I'm going to try to squeeze the most out of price. I'm going to go with the break-even stop. So I don't want to give any back is my point. If you start giving back what you're making, then you're right back in the position when you first started trading for the day, which is like you don't have any gains. And that just sucks. So from a mental perspective, that sucks, right? It's just not fun. So price looks like it's going to take the lows. I'm out 100%. There's my last trade. Boom. Okay, go back to the charts here. So smash the like button if you understand what I'm saying and you agree with me and you have kind of the same, even if you don't agree with me, but you just like hearing somebody else's perspective. That's what I'm here to do, is give you guys my perspective. And look, I'm going to be honest, like, anyone saying they have some mechanical edge is just a liar. Like, they better be showing every single trade live if that's the case. And we would all have the same. I mean, if they had a mechanical edge, just A plus B equals C, and there's no subjectivity, then we would all be rich. Sorry, ICT. Sorry. But that's a fact. There's no such thing as a mechanical edge. And here's the thing. Even if there was, to be honest with you, it would still be everyone's different because your money management is different. What is your risk on this trade? Where are you taking your profit? Right? When are you going to step on the gas? When are you going to lean off? Oh, that's not a thing. You should always risk 0.5% or 1% of your account per trade. What a load of crap that is. Go study the greats. Go look at, any of the greats. Dennis Richards. Go look at Larry Williams. You guys know Larry Williams, right? The alligator. I mean, dude, the list goes on. The greats never just did like one little, I'm going to only risk 0.5% of my account every trade. No, they saw good setups. They pressed the gas. They saw decent setups. They went, middle of the range. They saw setups where it was iffy and they lowered their risk. It's all about lowering your risk. Jim Rogers says, buy low, sell high. The problem is knowing where high and low is. That's always the problem. So, that's why for me, having like this really rigid stop loss is bothersome, because it bothers me that people really, it bothers me because it's a lot of people just have it so tight that they're just getting paper cut after paper cut. You know what I mean? And let me give you another something that's on my mind when it comes to props. Make no doubt about it. And I have a prop code up here. If you guys want to open up an Apex account, use it, okay? But let me just be very clear. I earn money when you use that code, okay? I earn money, not from trading, right? Not even from me teaching to my crew. And I love my crew. I love the TMT fam, but I earn money when you use that code. And it's legal. And make no doubt about it that the prop firms have replaced what used to be offshore brokers. Remember when MetaTrader came in? Maybe you don't remember this, but they basically took all the licenses away from the offshore brokers, said, we don't want American citizens trading on your platform. This created such a big problem in the industry, and they solved it with prop firms. That's what happened, right? I'm going to tell the story, Troy. I'm going to tell it a little bit real for everybody right now. Okay, I don't even know who's in here, but you guys are going to get the real story. This is what happened. So why does this matter? Because the guys that are on YouTube that are big, that are promoting prop firms and have their code, are making so much money from that code. And I'm not saying they can't trade. A lot of them can't and will never show you like I showed you today. They won't do that. They won't show you real time every day. That's the one thing that Troy and I said, I like Patrick. I like PW because he freaking trades live. You can't deny it when you're trading live. But the reason why I'm saying is, why I'm saying this is like, just be careful who you listen to, man. Because if they're not live, if they're not showing you these setups in real time, they're making all of their money from a community, basically. And, you know, Troy and I, we have, 400 or 500 people who have actually, joined our community and paid to join our community to see, okay, what is this strategy that you're talking about? And we started with hedging, the naked hedge, and that we've morphed because there's a million ways to win in the market. And I've used a bunch of different strategies in my own personal career as a trader. And you guys in my private community who are here right now on this channel have witnessed this. Type yes if I'm telling the truth. I've used multiple strategies to show you how to win in the markets. And it wasn't all me who it wasn't like a light bulb in my head that went off, said, oh, I need to do this. I was taught multiple strategies. And so depending on the market condition, now that I understand structure, now that I understand the most important thing, which is money management, I can pull whatever strategy I need to use in that moment, depending on market conditions. Does that make sense, guys? Like, you guys have seen this. And so every trade that I've taken over the last 18 months has been documented. It's been live on recording. There's no BSing. There's no I can't hide behind a curtain, right? I took 98K to over, right now in my personal account is $257,000, just a little over that. 98K to 257. I did not do that using just one setup. And I got lucky on a few trades. I got really lucky. So luck plays a role. Dude, we're gambling. That's what you're doing. You're gambling. People will say, oh, you don't use, oh God, don't use that word. Oh no, you're gambling. Oh. Dude, get real. Get real. Wake up. Come on, man. Of course we're gambling. What is it called? It's gambling with an edge. Because gambling, the word, it's supposed to be like this loose, you don't know what's going on, you're just going to go up or down. That's gambling. Well, no, that's not true. Actually, when I go to the roulette table, anyone here play roulette? Type. I see the yeses. David says yes. Rock says yes. Lewis says yes. Type me if you play roulette. Does anyone play roulette? I just want to see a feel for the room. Going back on the charts here, as I wait for you guys, I'm just, right now we're just holding those lows. So these are the lows. This is a support level. Maybe that 5-minute break below the range is telling for the day. Pretty confident we're going to go up here and take this out, but we might grab lows first. Okay, so we have a few people that say, yeah, they play roulette. Roulette is a game where the wheel spins, and the ball's going around the wheel and it lands on a number, black, or there's a lot of different bets you can make. Most people do numbers. I like to do thirds. Like you got the first third, middle third, last third, right? Or the rows. So what that is 3-1. So if I win, I get 3, right? For my 1. And but you have less odds because black or red is you have like a 42% chance to win. It's something about a 42% chance. Now rows are even less. Rows are like a 39% or something like that. It's less. You guys can correct me on that. But anyways, when I win 3. I win 3 units, right? I win my unit back plus 2. So what is my point? Well, when I'm gambling, I gamble with a money management system. Isn't that the same thing? The only difference between this and that is that we have a chart that we can potentially try to see based on what we've seen in our experience and our intuition and our experience, right? In our chart time and our experience and sort of what we've heard from other guys who are successful, right? So we try to use this and say, okay, this is what they're saying and they do pretty good. So let me see. And that's what I did with my mentor. I had a really awesome conversation with my mentor recently. It's been years since we really spoke. And again, it's funny. It all boils down to money management. So when I'm at a roulette table, I typically like to martingale. Do you guys know what martingaling is? Where you go 1, 2, like I'm going with units of risk, right? 1, and then 2, and then 4, and then 8, and then 16. But you can only go so high before either you'll reach the table max first, or you'll just lose all your money. So I always bring enough to martingale through the table max. It's quite a bit of money. And you're literally risking all this money to make like 1 unit of risk. If you're doing black or red, it's like 1 unit. If you're doing the thirds, it's 2 units. But a lot of time, like I would say I'm about probably 70% of the time, 7 out of 10 times when I go to Vegas, I leave up. How is that possible? Now I don't want to be a professional gambler. I would never want that. But how is that? Well, because when I'm up, I take it. If I have a good run, dude, I'm out. I don't like sit there all night. I also play, if anyone knows Hold'em, I also play Hold'em. Like Rip, this guy named Rip, he's a trader. He's on the World Series of Poker, whatever. I don't know what's going on with this guy. If he's got I don't know. But I enjoy kind of watching his channel and checking him out because he plays poker. I have that in common with him, I don't know. And I've seen him play poker with Phil Ivey. That was dope. Like Phil Ivey's a legend. I was at the Hustler Casino years ago and Phil Ivey and Larry Flynn in a wheelchair was like, my table's here. Phil was just right there. And I was like, oh, Phil, what up, man? I'm a fan, bro. This is back in, oh my gosh, 03? Like 03. Y'all, this is like poker blew up around, was it 03? Hold on, let me think. No, it was like 04. It was like 04, 05. Yeah, because I met my wife in 06. It was definitely before that. So poker blew up around there, right? Like it was all over TV and all that stuff. And Larry Flynn walks by, Phil Ivey walks by, and I'm waving at Phil. He's got his headphones around that's the headphone days when he just, I don't know if he still does that. Does he still do that? But, a professional gambler, bro. And how do they stay in the game? Bro, go read some professional gambling books, on poker. Just forget about the slots and the casino part. Go read about Hold'em. I had a book a long time ago, man. I forget who it was. It was written by the big fat guy from Texas. Dude, do y'all know who I'm talking about? It's a book. Everyone says, go read this book. I actually read that book. I'm not going to say I read it all. I probably skimmed through it. I read some lines. I've heard about it. Since I've been playing poker in my whole life. You hear about this book. He's got the cowboy hat. You guys know who I'm talking about? Let me know in chat if you know what I'm talking about. But this poker book is like the one to read. The number one takeaway in this book is, what do you think? Money management. Literally money management. That's it. I'm going to look it up. What is the number one book to read on Texas Hold'em? This guy, I'll know it if I see it, if I hear it. David Sklansky, The Theory of Poker. No, that's not it. Let me see. Oh, this is it. This is it. This is it right here. Let me see. Super System, it's Doyle Brunson. Isn't this guy? Let me look that up. That name sounds so familiar. Let me just look him up. Yeah, that's him. That's it. That's the guy. Look up Doyle Brunson. This guy with the Texas hat and everything. You guys know who I'm talking about? Look. Let me see. Screen. That guy. Doyle Brunson, right? So this book is called it's called Super System, A Course in Power Poker. And it's how, and basically, like, my takeaway from that was money management. Because what you do, you play tight and you play very aggressive when you're in hands. You know your seats, you know where you're at the table, whether you're under the gun, whether you're big blind, whether you're, small blind, whether you're on the button. And these are important seats, even at the table. Like seat 9 is the most critical seat. That's the most powerful seat, is seat 9. There's a lot of theory, right, in this book. So that was my first experience. Like, okay, betting, gambling, odds. And dude, so much of it spills over to what we're doing in trading. It'll blow your mind. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're probably like, I don't know, this guy's weird or something. But I'm telling you, you start learning odds and you start learning money management, how much you put in a pot. Even if there's a pot, how much of the pot are you betting? Are you trying to string someone along? Are you trying to just take the pot? What seat are you in? Are you in a powerful seat, a weak seat? So there's a little bit more that goes into it. But I'd say what seat you're in and the position, and are you first to bet, last to bet? That's the chart. Are we in a range? Are we trending? What did the news come out at? There's so many other things. How'd that candle open up? Right now we have no top wick. On a 5-minute candle, I'd be going long, right? Down here, in here, maybe go to the 1, see if there's some type of pullback area. No, so this long at the bottom maybe. Why? Because we're going to go create that top wick. Those are the odds. Odds, man. I'm going to take off these trades. That's good winning for today, guys. I could hop off right now as a happy man. We're in between this range. I know Troy's probably going to wrap it up soon because we're not moving and he doesn't like price that's stale. Me neither. But look, no top wick. So what are the odds that we go create that top wick? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, odds, man. It's all odds. That's all it is. So nobody has a secret crystal ball, although sometimes it feels like I do, eh? And me, even to myself, trust me. I'm like, dude, I'm definitely, sometimes I feel like I have a crystal ball, but I have to catch myself, dude, because as soon as you get cocky, like Troy was saying earlier, like some of these guys, they go ball out, and I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just, dude, watch out, because the market will humble your ass very quickly. So anyways, no top wick on that 5. We'll probably go and create that top wick. So as we're cruising down, now, is that an entry model? Well, you need to go back test and spend thousands of hours on the chart like I have before you can determine whether or not that's an entry model for you. But what do we have? Take a look at Bookmap real quick because I do want to see this. I do just want to see this. And I'm not going to force a trade here. So trust me, Troy, I'm not going to force a trade. I'm probably done. 949. So 945, 949, that resting liquidity right there. So back on the chart, what do we see? That level is actually right. So right here, up to the top wick, boom. So we've already hit this level before. We've closed a 5-minute outside this range, and we're in a downtrend. So, and we grabbed the highs. Don't forget that even though this is a data wick, we did grab these highs. Yes, I know we didn't go above it. Oh boy, I know. If you're trading ICT, you're just sitting here biting your fingers going, I couldn't get in. But guess what? That's why we use Bookmap. I guarantee you this is where the liquidity was at. I guarantee you. But to get 10 points out of this move, at least, maybe even 20, 30 points, that's the trade. Why? Because we got no top wick. The odds are we go and create a top wick before cruising down. It's just odds, man. That's all it is. There's 15 points. Now, I didn't take this trade, but that's the idea. That's 15 points. So right there, you're trading a prop, you're out. I mean, you got to break even stop. If it either pushes or it doesn't, boom, break even. Like you just got to, that's how you trade money management. That's how you do it. You got to be tight. It sucks because you're going to break even a lot, but you're not going to lose as much. You know what I mean? That's the trade-off. Like good money management it kind of sucks because it's not as fun. It's definitely not as fun because you got to be tight. Now, does that mean this idea is done? No. If you're in a cash account, different story. If you're in a prop account, two different, totally different styles of trading. Sorry, let me get to the comments, guys. You guys, why are you being so quiet, man? What's going on? What is going on? You guys are weirding me out. Don't be so quiet, dude. Come on. All right. Do you teach how to risk manage? Let me make sure I can see all of this. Why does that look weird? Oh, okay, here we go. Do you teach how to, Pippa says, do you teach how to risk manage, i.e. Deleveraging? I'm an idiot. Deleveraging. God, that's on the internet. Troy, help me. I gotta get off. Deleveraging, etc., or do you hold back on the real info because a lot of people don't reveal? Why would I not reveal, bro? No. I absolutely show that. Reveal their secrets. Nobody has secrets. They're idiots. The guys that say they have secrets are idiots. Don't follow them. There's no secrets in trading, bro. It's all public knowledge. It's all public information. There's no secrets in trading. If you want to see how I trade, then yeah, okay, come in. I charge for that because that is my time. And I'm literally teaching while I'm doing it. So right now, this is just a cool stream and we're having fun. But if you want to do it every day with me, yeah, I mean, I'm teaching you what I do. Doesn't mean you have to do it, right? You might take little bits and pieces of what I do and apply it to your own trading. And but like people that say they have secrets and all that stuff, of course.
Yeah, I'd like to say something as well.
Oh, please, yeah, butt in, man.
Yeah, so a lot of other groups that I've been a part of, trading groups and stuff like that, there's always like this mystery of like why they're successful. And it's like the whole like mindset of the group is like, I'm not going to spoon feed you, figure it out yourself. Right. I don't know if you've experienced that in any group, but there's like this negative energy and it's like, figure it out, go back test. I'm not going to spoon feed you. I've given you some information, go figure it out on your own. And then you always feel like you're missing something or like there's something hidden or some secret like you're talking about. Well, Mike and I created the Midas Touch trading community and we put a price tag on it to gate it, to keep people that, just to keep people from coming in and not doing anything, right? If it's free, you end up with this group with thousands and thousands of members. Nobody's doing anything. Nobody's talking. It's all random. People are asking dumb, not dumb questions, but stuff that's off topic. You got people there trying to spam you or try to sell you something else, yada, yada, yada. So we put a price tag on our community to make sure that the people that are coming in are serious. And inside, once you come in, there's literally nothing hidden. Like the curtain is open to get help. We've got other people that are in our community that are successful and are eager to help you any step of the way. There's no dumb questions in our group. And yes, we like to spoon feed people because that is the goal, is to help you, right? Like yeah, there comes a point where it's like you have to go in and, study on the charts, but we don't have that negative kind of energy or negative vibe that a lot of other groups have. There's no secrecy. It's like, here it is. Like, I don't know how to make it any more clear than that. And then we also have, times where you can hop on Zoom and talk with a coach and
Well,
learn.
last night was a great
Yeah.
example.
Yeah, like last night, we literally open it up to questions. If you're confused in anything, you can ask there live one-on-one with us. So you get to ask your questions in the group as a posting in the group and get comments and feedback. Then you can actually hop on live with the coach and ask them. So there's literally, no way that you cannot not become successful at trading unless you aren't getting active, aren't asking the questions, aren't putting in the work. So then it falls back on you. So that's why we built this community, because there's nothing else out there like it, in my opinion. And we wanted something like that when we started trading, because so we're like, hey, there's nothing out there. Let's just create it ourselves. So anyway, back to you, Mike.
Yeah, man. That's
And we
exactly
don't charge
right.
an arm and a leg. We don't charge an arm and a leg either. It's very reasonable to get in.
Yeah, I mean, literally like $41 a month if you do the math. That's like $41 a month. Like, let me show you the screen real quick, and I'll show you the group. So this is our private community, and we have like TMT games where you post your wins every day, and basically we randomly choose. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Sorry if you guys are seeing any choppiness here, but basically, like, we're giving away money every week, random. So you post your wins in here. These are all wins from our members, and some of it's trading live with us, some of it's not. But I'm in here, like, we're both in here every single day, just liking, replying. This is just one thread, and you can already see the comments in this thread are. Let me see, where are we? 20 comments in this thread. I'm sure we'll get more today. It's Tuesday. So every day, these are the comments in the thread. So this is like how we've laid this out. Classroom, step 0, step 1, step 2, that's it. Like, that's the training. It's very, very concise, and everything starts with like starter lessons. These are like what you're going to start with. Your growing lessons are kind of the, middle of the road. What would you call that? Less advanced, and then thriving is your more advanced lessons. And all this is around the one strategy for life model. And we talk about that. We tell you exactly what that is, and we start you there. Now, after that, you jump into more advanced things like the indicators that I'm using on my chart, etc. And so those are the things that are not in here. Those are the things that you have to trade live with me on to get. I'm not making lessons on those. It's not like a secret or anything like that. It's just, I haven't made lessons on them. I've kind of had a couple of videos on my channel talking about it. It's more, look, I think it's like this. People want to see, and this is just my experience, but people want to see, what do you do in this environment? How are you trading today? How are you trading the charts right now in this environment? It's not one thing that it's like a blanket approach to everything. And I know that's the sexy thing that everybody searches for, but I'm telling you right now, it does not exist, first of all. So you got to have tools in your tool belt. And the guys in our group know that. The guys, they can, like, the people that have been trading with us for a long time, they'll type in chat, like, they'll tell you guys if you ask. It's like, what I'm saying is fact. Yeah. Go ahead, Troy.
Yeah. The key thing that a lot of these other groups are missing is just the community aspect, like a real community of people that you want to be around, not like kids talking about Lamborghinis and what they did over the weekend, partying and crap like that. It's like, it's a serious community for people that are adults who have children, most likely, that are trying to make extra income through trading. Right. And, these other groups or other traders that are online, they always show you these trades after the fact. They don't they don't have the balls to get on and like trade live and show you in real time what I'm thinking, what I'm doing. I'm entering now. They don't do that. It's because it's so easy to go look at a chart after the move is played out and say, oh, I entered a short here because there was this fair value gap, and we had SMT here, and price delivered down. Yeah, anybody can do that. That's easy. But show me you entering on a trade as the market is happening in real time. Okay, that's where you're really going to learn. That's true mentorship. Seeing us do this stuff, seeing Mike take these trades and placing them day after day after day. That's true mentorship, right? Not showing, screenshots of trades that we took, or that are after the fact. So anyway, hopefully that helps people that might be watching this video.
Solid, dude. At Forthes, do you guys do live sessions in this group? Yeah, every Wednesday, no matter what, I'm live with the group. And so that is a public session. This is like a random, I'm on YouTube today, but like in the mornings we'll do private. If we grab a win, I might switch it over to public, to open it up to the public. But the thing is, in the private sessions, I'm really teaching as I'm trading. So I'm trying to show you what's on my mind. When I go live on YouTube, it's going to be less of that and more of me just getting in. Like this morning, I kind of got in. I showed you exactly what I was doing actually, but even still, it's just different. When we're in the private group, it's different. It's real time. So we might lose a little bit of that aspect when we're on YouTube. There's like a 6-second delay. But I mean, Troy, this morning I was pretty clear. I had literally everything lined up 5 minutes before at least those entries. So I feel like it was pretty fair. But yeah, explaining why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking and all that, I have a tendency to do that anyways. So if you catch me here on YouTube, you're probably going to see exactly what I'm thinking regardless. I just do it every day in the community. So not every day I'll be on YouTube. Every day I'll be in the community. And I am going to start doing, in the mornings, we'll go private with the group. I'll do probably a lesson along with the trading, and then we'll make it public. And I might even do an afternoon session. I want to be a little bit more present is the goal. Like Troy and I talk a lot. We're like, we want to build up a trading floor and like build it up and have like, side income with prop firm, rebates that they pay. Like I said, if you use my code for a prop firm, I'm getting paid from that. And I'm not hiding behind that. That's kind of cool that I can make some extra money doing that. Why not? These other guys are making so much money doing that. So if all it is that people enjoy my style of teaching and I can make money on the side, what's the problem? Like, I don't understand. There's no issue there. So I'm going to take advantage of that. But I'm going to do it in a way that's morals, that line with my morals, which is showing things in real time and not hiding behind a curtain and saying, yeah, this is what price did, and you should have known to do this based on what I teach. No, that's not what I'm going to do. So we'll just show it in real time.
Yeah, and I mean, I've coached hundreds of people, not in trading, but in business, right? Dude, the odds of you being able to do it by yourself without a community, just watching Mike trade on YouTube and then doing it all on your own, the odds of you doing that successfully are going to be very, very slim. You tie the community aspect into it. You become friends with people. You ask questions. You're getting help. That's where you're really going to grow and really jump to that next level. That'd be like saying Michael Jordan just watched videos of shooting a basketball and he just became the best basketball player ever. No, he had freaking coaches. He went there, coached with them. He had relationships with people, helped him with the mental stuff, helped him with form, helped him with all this stuff. And he got good. Right? It's the same thing with trading. All these people think they can do it on their own and, I'm just going to watch these videos and kind of go in a closet and figure it out on my own. You're doing it yourself a disservice. Pay somebody that knows more about something than you do. If they have a community, get in it. Like, that's how you shortcut success, right? Otherwise, you're going to be on a long road of just trying to figure out things on your own. Put your ego aside.
Yeah.
Right? Just for a little bit. Ask those questions. Get uncomfortable. Let us all know you don't know what you're doing. Tell us. make a post in the community. Oh my gosh, you're gonna have to make a post that might make you
That's scary.
look bad.
That's
Like
scary.
yeah, dude, we're the most loving, caring group of people you'll ever find, right? So this is what we're here for. We're here. Mike and I both have a passion for helping people. Stuart, we got so many people that are in our community that started kind of where you might be right now. They joined the community, got the help they needed. They're having some success, and now they're paying it forward, right? They're helping other people in the community. Those who actually ask, right? So yeah.
Yeah, and if you don't like it, just DM us. It's not a big deal. If you get in and it's not your vibe, do we have a 7-day trial going on right now too? Do we open that up?
I don't know. It might still be going.
If you're in Skool, just DM me. If you want, to test it out. I mean, for me, it's not a big deal. If you get in, you don't like it. I mean, it's not a big deal. But we do everything we can to help you, like Troy said. So there's only so much I can do live, right? You're going to have to hit the charts and back test. This is not going to be like easy street, but yeah.
It looks like there's 4 more spots that we have for this New Year sale. We've got 4 more spots for the 7-day trial.
So if you want 7-day trial, then check it out. Yeah. So now we've crossed this point down into that 900 level.
Now we get off, Mike. We don't keep talking about trading. We get off now.
No, I know. It's just now we've actually broken the range, man. As soon as I get off, I notice that a lot of times, then price wants to move. It's like, what the heck? Come on, man. So this 900 level got grabbed. We were talking about that earlier. You can see it on Bookmap, 930 right here, 950. So yeah, 900 levels right here. Let me zoom out. Was it back here? And that's the 950. It was way back here. What is this saying? Ignore and continue. Let's see. All right, so all this resting liquidity above us still, with 870 below us. Definitely under. Now we're sort of. Let me see. VWAP's way up here. Okay, so we're stretched out from VWAP right now. Yeah. So the play is something like this. So 975, what is this? 20,100. Where's that at over here? What's up here? Let me show you where my head is at. And then I'm going to hop off. Let's see. Right here. This is our new resistance. So from a chart perspective, like 946 level, 950s has some resting liquidity right there at 950. So 950 right here. And now that we're in we've broken that range, I'm not looking for a range trade. I'm looking for a scalp, a very quick scalp. I'm looking for something that pushes back down. We may not even get that high, but that is where the liquidity is at. So I'm looking for that, 10 point to 15 point move. As soon as I'm up 5 to 7 points, boom, break even, stop. And I could trail, I could peel a little bit off. I could go a little bit more aggressive here now that we've broken that range. I'm going to leave this up here. This is the idea. I'm setting it up on my side. I will be taking that trade if we get there. And I'll be doing that on my own outside of the stream. Oh, well, we might pop up there. I'll give it a couple more minutes, guys. Let's see if we can get into this trade. Going at, I know that's 950 I have it at. Let's see. I'm going to go with 47. I'm going to go with 47 right there. I'm going with 2 contracts, 2 micro contracts. Actually, you know what? This is a tight move. I'm going to go with more than that. I'm going to go with 70. I have 7 accounts. So 70, that's 10 micro contracts. You do not have to go that heavy. Don't worry. That's just what I'm doing. So I am going a little bit heavier there. My stop loss is going to be at 980. So let's see here. Is that right? That's not right. My bad. Hold on. 980, 950. Oh yeah, no, that's right. That's right. That's right. So 980. 980. I'm not gonna let it get there. So if price cruises up there, I'm not gonna let it. The idea is don't let it hit the stop. Okay. But that's the idea. That's the trade setup right here. I'm gonna share my screen so you guys can see it on Trade of 8. This is the idea for the trade. So we'll see if we can get there quickly. I like the idea. Using this as resistance. I can't put the TP in here, but literally 10 points. So from 49, right, to right here. I mean, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking for. And this will be about $200, roughly 150 on the account. For $150 to $200. Now, if it pushes quickly and I see a quick rejection, I can let it rock for a little bit. But that's the idea. Everyone with me, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys have a great rest of your trading day. I'm going to hop off with Troy here. Really appreciate the love in the chat. Those of you guys that are sticking up for Midas and telling everybody what the real deal is, appreciate you guys too, man. We'll see you tomorrow morning in the live group. And you guys have a safe rest of your day. Remember, money management over everything wins. And I don't know, you're frozen there. You got balloons, brother. He's got the balloons.
All right, bye, guys.
See you guys.
See ya.
Bye. All right, well, I got rid of the end screen, so we're just going to have to abruptly end today's session. So see you guys.